Welcome to the YouTube channel, you guys. I figured let me get in my comfort zone and relax a little bit. I'm always in the car on the go when I talk to you guys, and I felt the need to relax. Relax more and talk to you guys from a space of comfort, in a space of stillness, instead of a space of moving. Yeah, please stop. And anyway, I wanted to express to y'all something that has been on my heart for quite a long time. I mean, anything I express to y'all, I always express. Sometimes I express it immediately. Sometimes I hold on to it, but I want to talk to y'all about this thing that you need to hear. But living life and communicating um, with your own self, because we communicate with ourselves constantly. Even if we don't answer our own questions, when we ask ourselves questions, the answer always comes. But a lot of times we end up interacting and conversating with ourselves, and a lot of times it's silent communication that we have with ourselves. And we only interpret our life and live our life based off our own ideas and our perceptions. I'm quite sure you know that already. And our own belief systems, which is, what we really value the most. And when you tune into yourself at a deep level and you lock in to what you want to do in your life, because right now a lot of us are locked into social media, to the news, to the things that's going on in this world, which is important to be locked into it, but not locked into it to embody the energy of fear, not locked into it to um grow the energy of fear, right? Because what you focus on grows. I think I said this in my last video. Whatever you, or one of the videos I posted, whatever you focus on grows. I don't care what it is that you zone into and zoom into, right? With really specific intentional focus. Whatever the target is, it's going to grow. It's going to magnify. So if you're constantly allowing yourself to um, take in the energy of fear from all different sources, because it could be movies, it could be criminal shows, it could be the news channel, it could be TikTok with all the doom scrolling and stuff that we can get caught up in. That also can distribute fear to every molecule in your being. And so going forward throughout your life and throughout your days coming, it's good to be tuned in but not locked into it. Instead, lock into what God is telling you to do. And that is the challenge, because a lot of times the work that God sent here for you to do, or sent you here to do, it's a challenge to get in it. It's a challenge, and it's like, dang, I'm scared. I don't even know myself enough to hear the voice of God, right? I don't even sit with myself enough to be able to hear when God is telling me, to have discernment when you meet this person, have discernment when you meet that person, or have discernment when you get a job, and you gotta just have discernment in the spirit of intuition, in the spirit of discernment. Have that right and with you at all times. And when you start listening to God, when you listen to God, is literally being and existing and coexisting and manifesting in the energy of ebb and flow. Because life has ups and downs. And I say ebb and flow because I always speak about life and use the analogy of the ocean, how the ocean works, how the ocean moves, how the ocean can destroy things, or how the ocean can be just as calm, right? Because our life is ups and downs too. So when you show resistance against what God is trying to tell you, when you know you have the strongest feeling, it's like an energetic pull to a place to do a thing, and you just ignore the pull and you ignore the voice. That's God's voice that you're ignoring, ignoring. That specific thing that keep nudging you, that keep popping up when you least expecting to even think about it. That's not your thought. That's when God is trying to talk to you. Move here, do this, do that, quit this job, leave that person alone. They keep showing you through their various action steps that they really don't even fuck with you. Excuse my French. They don't even really mess with you, right? And so we ignore when God is working. We ignore when God is moving. We ignore. We ignore it. I don't even mean to apologize. Because at a time, sometimes you have to be extremely authentic to where it just makes a person be like, and be, yeah, because it's real. It's like you just have to tune in. It's time. It's time. Things are going to start happening, and they are already happening now. That God is wanting you to pull yourself up to a high vibrational frequency in order to deal with it, in order to calm yourself enough to lead people out of any eye of any energetic frequency, like negative energy, right? You want to be able to lead your loved ones out of that mess. You want to be able to lead them so far away from the eye of that negative energy, the eye of that storm, to where they can operate in a space of chaos in a calm way, instead of letting that chaotic environment disturb their inner peace. And so that is what God has been putting on my heart to talk about, because everything is going on and everything is happening. Yes, definitely. But at the same time, learning and understanding exactly how to deal with it and exactly how to manage, excuse me, exactly how to manage our mental space in our inner world. Because I'm telling you, if you don't find that calm space to relax and allow, I'm gonna say allow God's voice to get louder, only thing that can happen is you really not having a strong foundation and a calmness in the midst of chaos. Because we can't stop things that are meant to happen from happening, but we can control our own selves. That's one thing that I know for a fact. And if you're not learning to master your being, if you're not learning to master your thoughts, if you're not learning to master your habits, I got to ask this question. Who and what are you allowing to control you? I know that might pinch a little bit for some people. But who and what are you allowing to control your thoughts, your mind, your actions, your everyday life, your everyday habits? What's there? What's there? That's not work for me to do, but that's work for you to do. And yeah, I just wanted to bring that to light because at a time like this, it ain't even, it's like more of a grateful experience for me. It should be a grateful experience for you. Sit down, miraculous. I mean, Zamaria. And it should be a grateful experience for you. And just to be able to be alive during these changing times, although a lot of us is wondering like what is to come, what's to happen. But God says, prepare. Prepare with a smile, with love in your heart. Prepare with all the things that you need to prepare with, because where there's always heaven that always exists within, there's also hell that exists. And so learning to coexist in the midst of heaven and hell, learning to coexist in the midst of good things, goodness, and also negative things and bad things that can happen. We have to find our balance. And that is what this video is about. Learning to find a balance within so that you can have a balance without. Even if you is in the midst of turmoil outside of you in your external environment, how do you receive that? How are your spiritual receptors receiving the energy that's flowing from whatever is going on? Are you picking up negative frequencies from that? Do it make you want to get angry? That's a telltale sign if you're picking it up negatively. Are you wanting to hug the person that's going through it? Are you wanting to talk about how can we work through this without the killing and without the harming, without the negative words that we want to say to each other? Are you advanced in that way to really consider embodying the energy of peace and love? Because I'm telling you, it take a lot of energy to be negative. It take more energy to be negative and vibrate on the frequency of the enemy, right? Because that's what it is. It takes less energy to be loving and kind and compassionate and overstanding, understanding, and understanding of what really is being said through the spiritual eye. Because everything have a physical meaning to it, right? Because we in the physical world, but everything also have a deep underlying spiritual meaning to it. And so that's what I just wanted to bring to you guys today. I love y'all, man. I just I just know that somebody out there that needed to hear this. And, sometimes it's good to poke the bear and challenge you to think different, challenge you to want to understand life from a different magnitude. You know what I'm saying? Because it's underlined issues of life that are not spoken of. It's underlying things that we experience in our environment that are not spoken of. It's underlying feelings and emotions that we leave tucked away, unexplored, unexplained, untalked about, right? We just let it sit, not knowing that it's causing more harm to us than it is causing great things to happen inside of us and externally too, outside of us. So yeah. I hope you guys found this video interesting, and I will be back with another video soon. Okay, and if no one told you today, I love you. 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 I will forever and always say that because I love you. And yeah, you know, I want you guys to not let nobody come and steal your joy, and don't let nobody make you feel like what you're saying and how you feel and what you want and what you believe isn't valid. Is not important because it is important. So then don't let nobody come steal your joy. Okay? You are in control of you. You hold the key to your life. Period. All right. Mwah.